Alright folks, buckle up because ℝ𝕀ℙ, California is apparently auditioning for the next season of corruption and chaos. We've got a police chief with a secret identity like he's in witness protection. A city attorney with billing skills that would make a used car salesman blush. And we got city council members who conveniently vanish when it's time to make tough decisions. Let's get right into it.
So it's basically up for appointment. However, to do an appointment, one council member that has previously been appointed would have to resign. Otherwise, there would be a majority of council members who have been appointed, and the law doesn't allow that.
The man, the myth, the invoice machine. Enter Nathan Hodges, ℝ𝕀ℙ's city attorney, now starring in the case of the mysterious overcharges. A grand jury report just dropped, claiming Hodges has been overcharging the city of ℝ𝕀ℙ like a nightclub bartender on New Year's Eve. But don't worry folks, Hodges is here to set the record straight. He says his rates are actually lower than what he could charge. That's like getting caught taking extra cookies and saying, well, technically I could have taken the whole jar.
I really don't want to say anything that's gonna hurt this partnership. And I understand exactly what you're trying to push. I get it. I mean, they should have been here.
Resident Renee Garcia summed it up best. This report is a surprise and an embarrassment to the city of ℝ𝕀ℙ. Surprise? Maybe. Embarrassment? Absolutely. At this point, ℝ𝕀ℙ is one scandal away from its own Netflix series. Tim Tarver used to be on the city council, and he was always questioning the city attorney's actions, only to be met with resistance from other council members that we're going to talk about later in the video, so keep watching.
ℝ𝕀ℙ City Council still has one vacant seat, which means if two council members are absent from the meeting, then they don't meet quorum and the meeting has to be canceled.
We are incomplete.
This video posted on Mayor Olivia Calderon's social media shows Tuesday's council meeting, which had to be canceled for lack of quorum.
The two members, Reyes and Horton, who were part of the previous administration that was investigated by the grand jury, and we've inherited now all of these issues that were caused because of the poor decisions that were made in the previous administration. Both of those members failed to show up.
Mayor Pro Tem Susana Reyes was unavailable for an interview, but shared this email sent to City Manager Jeff Jones Monday afternoon, saying she would not make it to the meeting. She said the mayor and current council members seem to constantly seek the spotlight in ways that undermine her and council member Donnie Horton. Mr. Horton was not available for an interview either, but said city staff was informed about his absence due to a family emergency with enough time to cancel the meeting, but they failed to do so. Adding he is disappointed in Mayor Calderon and Councilmember Perez for weaponizing his family emergency against him. Newly elected Councilmember Jaime Perez said usually the city manager will let other council members know if officials will be absent, but they were not made aware beforehand.
There is a lot of tension there, but like I said, people need to take that to the side and treat it as this is not personal. It's a business.
Pressing issues that were scheduled to be discussed in the meeting included the contract of interim city attorney Nathan Hodges, a special election to fill the vacant council seat left by Juan Murillo, and quality of the roads, among others.
Let's get into the billing breakdown, or should we call the cover-up. Hodges insists everything is transparent, saying his invoices are billed down to the 10th of an hour, because apparently the problem isn't if he overcharged, but how precisely he did it. The report also points out that 100% of legal services were done by Hodges himself, with no work assigned to paralegals. Why? Because according to Hodges, a paralegal doesn't do legal work. That would be an illegal practice of law, right? And the chef doesn't let the sous chef chop vegetables because that would be an illegal practice of fine dining. Makes perfect sense, folks.
Trail today. Get changed.
No more forks?
No more forks.
One question that I have is, how is he billing the city of ℝ𝕀ℙ and the city of McFarland at the same time? Can he actually bill both cities for the same hour? Isn't that kind of like double dipping? Let us know what you guys think in the comments. The mayor calls for a timeout. Council members call in sick. Even Mayor Olivia Calderon is side-eyeing these invoices, asking to delay his payment until she can get some answers. But here's where it gets spicy. There was supposed to be a council vote on whether to keep Hodges or show him the door. Two council members, the same ones who have backed him this whole time, didn't show up. What a coincidence. It's almost like they had a tough decision to make. Betray their buddy or get caught in the web of corruption themselves. All of a sudden, Donnie Horton and Susana Reyes have family emergencies. On a day like this, when the people of Arvin are looking for answers. Not only are they looking for answers, but they want the city council members to make this tough decision. You can run, Donnie and Susana, but you can't hide. We'll see you guys in the next city council meeting, and we'll see what kind of decision you're about to make. If you make the wrong decision, you might be exposing yourself to the people of Arvin.
Arvin Mayor Olivia Calderon said the position for city attorney is now open, as its current attorney was meant to only fill an interim 6-month position.
All right, folks, and here's the conclusion. Arvin, California, where scandals never sleep. A really small town with a bunch of corruption being uncovered. And if you thought this was the end, no. This is just episode 1 of Arvin's greatest hits. Next up, we're diving into the police chief who faked his name to hide his criminal history. Totally normal police behavior, right? And let's not forget the city manager, who's probably sweating bullets right now. And if you think Arvin's the only town with issues, just wait, McFarland. We're coming for you next. Alright folks, we will see you guys at the next city council meeting. If anyone actually shows up, subscribe and hit the bell. You don't want to miss it. Peace out.